Today we're going to talk about some upper back issues. We're here with lightweight champion Michael Chandler. He's recently been doing a little bit more southpaw stance, getting ready to fight in January. A little bit of tightness in the upper back, mid back. We're going to use the Pso-Back today to show him how to get rid of that. Go ahead, lay on your back. We're going to position it just a little bit higher than we normally would if we're trying to work on our lower back. From this position, left leg's going to go straight, right leg's going to stay up, and what we're going to do is we're going to get Mike to lay on his left side a little bit more than his right. We don't really want to use the right side of those peaks, we just want to get into the left side. So we're going to tilt to the left, arm extended, breathing through the nose. All of the muscles back there, very important for respiration. Inhale, exhale. Every time we exhale, we want to focus on allowing gravity to push us deeper and deeper into the Pso-Back. Minute and a half, 2 minutes to start off. If you can only do 30 seconds, just do 30 seconds. How's that feeling, Mike?
Feels great.
Rock back and forth, get as much pressure on there as you can comfortably. Typically, when we're doing stuff like this, we want to stay between a 6 to an 8 pressure or pain tolerance on a scale of 10. If you're really experienced and can handle a lot of pain, stay around an 8. If you are not, and you're just starting, you want to be maybe around a 5 or a 6. If you can only handle something around a 4 on a pain scale, just do the 4. Start off wherever you can. Don't push it too hard. You have a lot of time and a lot of chances to get on there and work things out. We can notice at the beginning he started off a little bit more flat, and as he keeps on getting deeper and deeper into that muscle tissue, now you can see his whole right shoulder is off the ground, and he's basically laying only on the left-hand side, getting a lot of deep pressure in there like a masseuse would, breathing, moving. Michael's a little bit accustomed to pain, so that's why he can be on here longer than most.
I've been using Pso-Rites for years now, so I've kind of, just like you said, though, I eased into it. I started at that 4, moved into the 5, 6, 7, and I'm trying to find 8, 9, and 10 now, just to, if I need to get into something. Even just like for people who want a better and easier way to even just fall into a meditation state with that diaphragm open where you can really just
lay on it for a minute or 2 before you meditate. There you go.
Breathe, you know, like.
The main point is not getting stuck in any one position with this condition. If you want to do a general opening before you go to bed or when you wake up in the morning, laying over the Pso-Back and just laying there and breathing, totally fine. But when we're incurring damage on only one side of the body, we want to keep on moving. We want to hunt for the tight corners. We want to find these hot spots. And just by laying on it, it's not going to do very much. We want to keep on moving, turning, twisting, going on our side, going on the other side. Keep on experimenting and find out what is going to work for you.
I think that's one of my favorite things about too, even getting on the Pso-Rite or any of the Pso products, and all of a sudden you start lifting your legs, you start just even turning your legs, turning your sockets, doing literally
little
anything.
Movements can create big results.
Whenever I started taking extreme ownership of my body, realizing that if I wanted to live a thriving life where I'm gonna go out there and do the things that God called me to do, I need my body to do what it was called to do. I need my body to be able to compete at a high level, to be able to just live at a high level. So as soon as I started taking ownership, I started diving into self-care. It comes so naturally for me to talk about the Pso-Rite, the Pso-Back, the Pso-Neck is because I've spent so many hours on these things. I literally practice what I preach when it comes to waking up every morning, opening up, whether it be my low back, which has been an issue for me for years, or now since I switched to southpaw, throwing more with my left hand, the left side thoracic spine has really been something I've been focusing on. You get on say the Pso-Back now, each minute becomes a new chapter in your exploration of moving towards unlocking your body, unlocking your human potential. I love spending my time. That for me is when I can shut everything off, put my phone on airplane mode, spend time 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Even you'd be very surprised that each minute that ticks off the clock where you are on the Pso-Back, the Pso-RITE, the Pso-Neck.
If you guys think that you're any different than Mike Chandler just because he's a professional MMA fighter, it's wrong. Your thinking is wrong. His body is a vessel for the health and wellness of not only him but his family. Just like if you're living in pain and you have problems, you're not going to be in a good mood. You're not going to go and work to the best of your ability. It doesn't matter if you're an athlete or a professional athlete, a weekend warrior. It doesn't matter if you're just gardening. If you're living in pain, you are not going to be thriving the way Michael is talking about thriving. Using the Pso-RITE, using the Pso-Back, getting rid of the aches and pains makes you a healthier, happier person. The people around you are going to respond in kind. By you treating them better, they're going to be treating you better, and they're going to treat other people better as well.
About 6 years ago, I really started taking ownership of my body, how it felt, and I just remember constantly in my mind thinking, man, I'm just gonna have back pain the rest of my life. I had doctors tell me I had, degenerative disc, and I had a bulging disc, and I had a herniated disc when I was in high school. So I had doctors telling me, hey, we could do surgery, hey, we could do shots, hey, we could do this, we could do that. When really, it wasn't the bones, it wasn't the vertebrae, it was literally the muscles surrounding everything and opening up my body. So I think even for people at home, or even when I tell people now about the Pso-RITE, asking them how long they feel like they've been living in pain, and then taking inventory of the days that their back is really bad or their shoulders are really bad, and just see what kind of day you have.
Right.
We all have the ebbs and flows of our pain is up and down, obviously. Even if you're not doing what you should be doing, you still have decent days every now and then of lack of pain. And then those days are much better. And you start to realize that if I can just minimize and diminish my pain, my days are gonna be much better, and I'm gonna be able to be much more effective in life. So.
Absolutely, and the bottom line is that people just do not know how good they are supposed to feel. You live with pain and you accept it. I accepted mine for nearly 14 years before I realized that I could make a change. I went out and did everything that I wanted to do, but I did it in pain. And guess what? I didn't have very many good days. I wasn't the happiest person around. I would fly off at a girlfriend or a customer or anybody just because I didn't feel well. So when you start taking ownership of your pain and you realize that you don't have to settle for drugs, shots, or any type of surgery, this becomes a game changer, an absolute game changer, not only for your life, but for your lifestyle.
I think when you just think about society today, what do? We lay in our bed, we wake up, we get some coffee, then we sit in our cars or on the subway or on a bus and we commute for upwards of an hour, possibly sometimes. Then we sit at our computer desks for hours all day long, which hopefully your boss will let you go get a water break or a coffee break or a lunch break. If not, you're sitting in your chair essentially for 8 hours straight. Then just to go home, just to be more sedentary and just sit there with your family or watch TV or whatnot. We were not meant to be sitting in these chairs that are, ergonomically designed, and everybody keeps saying, hey, the next big chair is coming out, the next more healthy postured chair comes out. But truthfully, we shouldn't be sitting as much as we are as a society. So opening up that psoas muscle, opening up the iliacus, the iliopsoas, opening up the back, the shoulders, the thoracic spine. It doesn't matter if you are a weekend warrior and you hit the gym once or twice a week or just on the weekends. It doesn't matter if you never hit the gym. It doesn't matter if you're a world-class athlete. To become your best self, mentally, physically, and spiritually, you have to take ownership of your body. For me, the Pso-RITE, Pso-Back, Pso-Neck, Pso-Spine, these are products that I have implemented into my game every single day and make myself compete at the highest level.
I think that what Michael's trying to say is if you are more comfortable in a chair than you are on your feet, you need one of these products. All of these manufacturers, they want to make, like he said, the ergonomically correct chair that you can sit in for 8 hours and not feel a thing. This is not what the human body is designed to do. The human body is designed to move in all sorts of ranges and motions and functions. If you are comfortable for 8 hours in a chair, then you need to get uncomfortable for a half hour or so on one of these devices, on a Pso-RITE, a Pso-Neck, a Pso-Back, a Pso-Spine. You can sit in your chair and even use the Pso stick. do something that's going to make you feel so good in an uncomfortable manner that is moving you more into what a human is supposed to be: mobile, pain-free, and healthy.